Yes, sir.
All right, let's get it on here and get it decided. Mr. Orlando, let me hear your side of it, sir.
Yes, sir. In 1997, I bought a 79 International Scout. I bought it with the intention of having it repaired by Mr. Reno Severese.
Repaired or restored?
Repaired, restored. I brought it in to have all the body work done, so the truck would be back to original.
All right.
The truck, I bought the truck, I brought Reno with me to go see the truck, and because I brought him with me, that's why I made the decision to buy the truck. Otherwise, I never would have bought it to go and do all the work, sir. After a month of him having the truck...
Okay, I understand when you made the deal, you gave the defendant a deposit.
Yes, sir.
How much was the deposit?
$1,200 in cash.
How much was the deposit?
$1,000 in cash.
Okay, now, all right, that's a $200 dispute right now. Do you have any evidence?
I have a receipt that claims that he received $1,200 in cash.
All right. I have a piece of paper which says Reno Genovese.
Right.
$1,200.
Right.
Mr. Genovese, you got $1,200.
Yes, I did.
So there's, okay. Now why did you tell me you got $1,000?
I'm just saying that it was $1,000 from the beginning, and somewhere near November or December, it got up to another $200.
Okay, no, go ahead. All right, now we've got that much squared away.
Okay. Because he didn't do the work, he originally agreed to do the work in 1 month. Okay, because he decided not to do the work in that 1 month, after a month he gave me the truck back and said I had to do all kinds of work just to get it ready for him to do the work. Can I interrupt?
No, you can't interrupt until I get ready to hear from you when you're going to have a chance to say everything you need to. Go ahead.
Okay. I took the truck back. I agreed to do the work in order to get him to finish the truck because I wanted the truck finished. So I took the truck back. I started working on the truck. I had to rent the garage just to work on the truck. This was not originally my knowledge.
But now, wait a minute. You take the truck back to your premises.
Right.
And you do certain work on it.
Because I had no choice.
I understand that. To get it in a position to have it worked on again.
Because I wanted the truck finished.
All right, Mr. Lagata?
Yes, I just want to speak on behalf. The reason why we had to take the truck back was because he didn't have the skills capable of finishing it. He didn't have welding skills. A lot of the work that had to be done was welding and stuff, and Reno didn't have a welding machine, so forth.
Well, all right, but I don't think we're quite there yet. You should have a seat for me. Okay, now, I want to shift to Mr. Genovese. Okay, Mr. Genovese, you have the truck in your possession,
right?
And you're going to do certain work on it.
Right.
Was the work done?
Partial.
Why wasn't it all done?
Okay. If you want me to start from the beginning,
I want you to start from the beginning.
I have no problem. Let's get it on.
Yeah, I've heard that
Honor.
statement a few times myself. Go ahead.
Your Honor, he called me to go with him in September to look at a truck that he was interested in. If I tell you, Your Honor, the only other person that I know who had a better truck than this was Fred Flintstone. Because this truck was ridiculous. The floors were not there. They were fiberglass to be put back in place because they were rotted out. The quarter panels were rotted out. The fenders had holes that you could put 2 fish through. The car didn't run.
Did you tell Mr. Orlando, let me take the truck into my possession, and for a certain amount of money, I can restore it? Did you say that?
No, not in all aspects. I told him that I could do only so much. I had no welding skills. Let me finish. I had no welding skills. I had no welding equipment. Nothing to do with that. But yet, him and his partner of their little business that they had knew how to do that. So I told him, as long as you can take care of welding the floorboard, cutting the floorboard, cutting the quarters off, and welding new ones on, I have no problem sanding, priming, prepping, and painting.
Okay, let's stop right there. Now, this gentleman has just testified, as a matter of fact, your friend affirms that he didn't have welding equipment, didn't have welding skills, and therefore was unable to do welding. Would you agree with that?
I agree, but then...
Do you agree with that?
I agree that he doesn't have the skills, yes.
Okay, but there are other things he can do, like refinishing, sanding, painting, and things of that nature, correct?
He should have told me it needed to be done on site. He did not tell me that on site.
Okay, let's hold 1 minute. Ms. Polari, you've been sitting there whispering, or not whispering, actually I can hear what you say, so it's more than whispering. Come forward and tell me what you know about this.
I know that they were good friends, and I know that Reno's done a lot of favors for him, and I know that he doesn't like Reno's skills as far as, he said. He shouldn't have brought his motorcycle to him twice to be fixed, his truck once to be fixed.
Ms. Polari,
I do agree that Reno...
Just a minute. Hold on a minute. Look, I don't need your help either. Not right now. Well, thank you. There'll be a problem, though, if you keep interrupting.
I came here to say that we've seen Joe on several occasions. I went to high school with him. We were all friends. We've seen him at least 4 times throughout the summer. Never once mentioned to us that the car was never painted, you were supposed to do me this favor, what happened. Never complained, nothing. We've had friendly conversations about his business, he's going into real estate, I'm a sales agent. Never said anything to us the entire summer. The only time we ever knew he had a problem with the truck was when we got the paper from court. Never mentioned it to us at all.
So if the defendant didn't do the work, since they were such good friends, why didn't the plaintiff just say something? Well, hopefully we'll find out when testimony continues.
Coming up. Let him remember they sued him for $3,000. I'm not saying you didn't pay me for
Hey, hey,
Harder to believe.
just stand there.
Next, Judge Mills Lane.
Did you ever tell Reno or Mr. Genovese that you were having problems what he was not doing?
I did ask him on more than one occasion when he would be able to finish my truck.
And what did he tell you?
Actually, the first time was when he was starting the new business. He started a body shop with a common friend. After that point, the partnership was dissolving. When the partnership dissolved, he said, I'm going to be working in Long Island like 6 days a week. I don't know when I'm going to get time to help you.
Mr. Genovese, how much work did you actually do on the vehicle? What is it that you did?
What is it that I did?
Yes, sir.
Removed all the windows, removed all the interior, the panels, removed the grills, the lights. Anything that had to be taken out of place to repair rust and fix and prime and prep was removed by me.
Okay, so you've done certain things.
Yes.
Then what do you expend? What monies do you expend out of your pocket to get things done?
My best estimate has to be about $500-600.
Well, there's a big gap between 5 and 6.
Well, the agreement that I made with Joe Orlando would be that I would paint the truck for $2,000, $1,100 to $1,200 of which would be mostly material, and the rest would be for my labor.
Mr. Orlando, from what you've seen, would you agree, would you affirm that Mr. Orlando, Mr. Genovese bought stuff to actually begin work?
That much stuff, I would say no. I have pictures of the work he did do.
Let me see. What's your best estimate of what he went out of pocket?
What he went out of pocket? Primer, maybe $50, $60. Bondo is $20 a can. I don't think he used a whole can of Bondo. And I don't know what else he said. Activator or something like that.
So this is...
That's the finished truck. That's the work I've done.
Let me ask you...
I didn't want to do it myself.
If he was able to do the work all himself, why didn't he do it?
No, he's not. I've done this.
I'll call you back, okay? You bought this, I'm gonna call it a thing, you
I can actually.
This, it looks like it's yellow, and a lot of it's, part of it's yellow, and part of it's rusted out.
Yes.
Let me ask this, what did it cost you to bring
This,
that vehicle that I just saw to this vehicle?
For the bodywork itself,
Bodywork, just what Mr. Genovese was supposed to do, how much did that
it
cost?
cost me well over $3,000.
Well, if it costs well over $3,000,
I have no idea, but why did he quote that price? Because we were friends. We were friends. I had a lot of material that I could have used to help him out. How much of a friend am I supposed to be? He had an accident with his bike. I fixed it twice. I tried to help him out with his truck. And then I get a letter in the mail that they sued me for $3,000. He fixed it. I'm not saying he didn't pay me for a
Hey, hey! Hold on, shut up! All right, here's where we are. I'm gonna make a finding based upon what Mr. Ladonna said, and based upon what you said, and based upon what Mr. Genovese said. And Mr. Genovese was unable to do welding, and did not have a shop where he could do welding. And that you knew, or the exercise of reasonable diligence, should have known that. I'm also going to make a finding that you knew that certain welding on this vehicle had to be done. You can look at it, even I, who my father, bless his soul, he's passed away, used to call me, and he was absolutely correct, a mechanical idiot. But I am going to make a finding that even I know that this vehicle needs some welding. So, I'll take a brief recess right now, and I'm going to get some more evidence, but I want to take a brief recess to think about one thing. Hold on 1 second.